Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Breakfast with Ben. It is a beautiful morning here in downtown Westerly. I hope that you guys are all doing well today. My name is Ben Barber. I am the managing partner here at 321 Media, and it is a wonderful Tuesday. I almost said it was Monday, because we had a pre-recorded episode yesterday with Jody Lupinacci from Revive Wellness, and that was fantastic. I hope that you guys all go back and check that out. Jody is amazing, and that was a lot of fun. And we also got to talk wrestling, which she is a big fan of, and I've been a lifelong fan of. So that was a lot of fun. So go back and check out Breakfast with Ben yesterday with Jody Lupinacci. I am in the 321 studios here in downtown Westerly this morning, which we are in the middle of doing some cool renovations to. We got a hold on, let me see here. We got a green screen situation going on over there. And we have some new podcast setups, new internet. There's going to be a little recording area over there, and yeah, we have some new stuff that's happening over here, and I'm excited about it. Freshening things up for the fall. And speaking of the fall, we have a lot of sports this week. Tonight, we will be having Westerly High School girls soccer at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, Charahoe High School and Stonington High School soccer. Thursday, we will be back with Westerly boys soccer. And on Friday night, we will have our first Charahoe volleyball game, which I'm excited about. And then we will have a great night of football, 7 p.m. under the lights at Sal Jerry Field. So lots of wonderful stuff happening. And actually right now, what I want to do is I want to play a little bit of, hold on. I can't do that yet, actually. I have to plug it in. Because I forgot about that. I want to play you guys a little bit of last night's episode, the first ever episode of The Hot Seat with Jabuda, Jacob Aruda, who has been doing a phenomenal job on commentary. And he is a 2023 Westerly High School grad who came to us and said, could I have the opportunity to call some games? And the easiest yes ever, but he has been so much better than you would even want to, that you would even have imagined, that we could have ever dreamed of. And he now is having 2 shows here on the 321 network, which is The Hot Seat, where every week he will go to Pooch's Poorhouse and talk to a student athlete from either Charahoe, Westerly, or Stonington. And then in addition to that, he has a Rude Awakening on the weekends, where he will talk about pro sports and mostly his love of the Dallas Cowboys. So here is a little bit of The Hot Seat from last night with Jacob Aruda and Westerly High School Bulldogs soccer star Jack McGovern. Here we go.
Welcome everyone for the new episode of the new show here, and it's episode 1 of The Hot Seat, sponsored by Pooch's Poorhouse right in front of me here. My name is Jacob Aruda, former Westerly student, at Rhode Island College, and I'm trying to, make my name known here for the podcast life and broadcasting life for sports media, and it's an honor and pleasure. Thank you to 321 and Pooch's Sporthouse for this opportunity. I want to bring in one of my brothers, who's going to be the first one on the show today, Jack McGovern. Why don't you take a walk and take a seat next to me, brother? What's going on, man? How you been?
How you doing?
Good, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, brother. Dude, how's life, bro? Like, how's
It's
it been?
good. It's good.
Good, man. Good senior year going good. I can't believe it's senior already, dude. It's nuts.
It is crazy. The last year of school, it's sad, but I mean, it's mixed feelings. It's good to get out, good to start fresh, but it's the end of a good road. We had a lot of good times.
You're on the hot seat today, man. Are you ready for these questions?
I'm ready.
It's not gonna be too
I'm ready.
hard. But listen, man, let's get right into this, man. So obviously, you played soccer for 4 years. You played varsity for 3 years, man. I don't think people understand how awesome that is. 3 years of varsity sports. Four.
I went
I'm sorry,
four.
He got in his freshman year.
I
I'm on
started for
terrible
played
start
four.
for a
This
rooting.
guy's disrespecting me already.
Listen, dude, what
No.
got you? Because I know you didn't play soccer your whole life, which is incredible. I know you did. I know you were a hockey guy just by growing up with you. I mean, knowing you in 8th grade. And when I first met you, you were such a nice, genuine kid. When I shook his hand at an indoor game, I'll never forget it. Everyone was talking about this Jack kid coming up, and I'm like, hey, we'll see what he's got. And I'm like, hey, Jack, what's going on, man? What's up? I had so much respect, and obviously that respect only lasted 3 months, so let's just get rid of that, man. No, but anyway, on a serious note, it's all about you today, man. So what got you into the sport of soccer, honestly, man? For real, all 4 years of high school soccer.
Well, before you start this, I just want to say thank you again for having me on the show. This guy, if you don't know, one of my best friends to this day. I love this kid. He's doing a really good thing here, a really cool thing. I'm proud of him. And this guy, the high school soccer, the conversation is going to come up. This is the guy that really taught me the game of soccer, taught me how to become a leader, and he taught me some really good life lessons, seriously. And,
Appreciate that, man, for real.
Thank
It
you
means
for having me.
well.
Yeah,
You're-
this guy's the best.
So much
on a real
respect
note.
for this kid, man. No idea. But anyway, man, let's get right into it. So sophomore year, right? That was your first big year. I know you maybe saw the field freshman year, but sophomore year, you took a huge jump.
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year was his big jump in then Wesley High School. And Jack, I'll never forget this moment. It was your sophomore year. We were going against Stonington, a major private cup final match, and I couldn't even play myself, and I was frustrated.
This is real, by the way.
And let me tell you something. This kid's competitive edge, man, like to want to play as a sophomore like that, like he was so into it, even at that time. And we're actually gonna have a pause to this quick here. We got some insane wings coming. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. Good man.
Thank you.
Hey, get in this, man.
Jack
Here we
Kelly.
go.
What is it?
It says it's a new show right here coming on. This is the hot seat, man. So thank
There
you
we
for you
go.
to bring in
Thank
the
you,
food, brother.
Jack.
We
Of course,
thank you,
no
man.
problem.
So anyway, let's get back into this. So sophomore year, man, you come in, you're frustrated, you're not playing, but you were right on the bubble of getting in. Obviously, someone was underperforming that day, and you came in with the mindset. And I told you that day, I was like, "You're gonna get in. You're never gonna lose your spot again if you perform." And look what happened. He performed as usual, man. We ended up beating Stonington in overtime in the Piper Cup for Wesley's only and first win of the Piper Cup. And man, how special was that moment for you, man, to go in there? And that was the start that was the ignition to the Jack Fire in WHS. How did you literally pull that off, man? Like,
This guy's overhyping me, but it was a big win. Not for me, for Wesley, seriously. Wesley, like he said, never won the Piper Cup. That's Stonington's tournament. And like he said, to come into the game, going into Wesley, coming to play Wesley soccer, like he said, I had big expectations. A lot of people thought of me, and I thought I was living down those big expectations. I got in freshman year. I played some varsity. I swung. I got 20 minutes a game, sometimes more or less. And I was mad. I'm competitive. I want to be in the game. I love it. And sophomore year, I wasn't seeing the field the first 3 games as much as I wanted to. And if he didn't call me, I don't know if I'd play for Wesley today, honestly. He called me before the game, and just what he said, you're going to get in the game. You're never going to lose your spot. I got in the game, and we played a good Stonington team, a really strong Stonington team. A lot of those guys, they play college, at least 3-4
Absolutely,
of
they have
them.
a powerhouse there.
A very good program. Shout out to them. And I got in the game, and I just gave it my all. Hard work wins those games. It's not about
Absolutely.
talent.
It's the mindset.
First the ball, going up for every header, just giving it all I had. I guarded 2 very talented players. You probably know the names if you live around here. Connor Tavares, Sal Lessio. Sal Lessio is still a very good
great
player.
players, all state. You know what I mean?
Both of them all state, one of them all New England.
incredible. It's incredible.
I went into it and I didn't care. In those games, you can't let that stuff get to you.
Absolutely,
It's
man. Well
all just, he preaches it the most in the locker room. Unfortunately, not in my locker room anymore. But this guy, when it was his locker room, he preached it the most. Hard work wins games, and we, as a Westerly team, we outworked them that game. And I'm so happy to be a part of it, and I'm so happy
was awesome.
Westerly.
That was
That was a
awesome.
big win for
That was one
Westerly.
of the greatest moments,
So-
man, honestly. And honestly, like, you know, this shows about you today, man. And for you to go out there and do that, I thought that was such an untold story for him, honestly, because I believe you were the only sophomore that saw the field, maybe one other. We were banged up that game.
We were.
And he was incredible that whole game. So, hey, let's get back. You know what? Let's try a wing right now.
That's why I went a flat.
Hey.
Flats only. Come on.
Come on, man. Hey, I'm a drumstick guy. What's wrong with this kid? So when you know something's up, he likes flats. These wings are so fire.
If you haven't been to Butcher's Poorhouse in Westerly downtown, some of the best food, wings, burgers.
You name it. Chicken
Yeah, but-
sandwiches are just fried chicken sandwiches.
I think they have the best nachos in Rhode Island, pulled pork nachos.
Unbelievable.
Insane.
Could fill up your whole stomach.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
very good food.
Absolutely.
On a real note, very good food.
Absolutely. And listen, man, I think it's important that we drift off the soccer aspect, and talk about our friendship here. Obviously, this is the first episode of the Hot Seat, and I'm your host, and obviously it's about the athletes, but I picked him first. He's a very good kid. We've been close for a long time. We have so much in common. We're competitive. We've probably gotten in fist fights many
couple
over
times.
the Bruins, or who's a better player, and Pasternak and Marchand, which we're not going to get into on the show.
Marchand.
Pasternak.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, this kid's such a great kid, man, and that competitive edge is the reason why I'm boys with him to this day. And anyway, back into this. So we're gonna rewind here and talk about just in general this season. Obviously, you guys are off to a slow start, and you are a senior captain, man. I cannot believe I'm saying that. First off, well deserved. You have been a leader by example, not only your attitude. We know you're loud on the field. I can hear you from the stream when I'm calling your games, brother. So keep it up.
Thank you.
That's incredible. And I know you leave it out there, obviously silly mistakes sometimes, and you know that as well. You
Some
might,
mistakes.
but the bottom line is this kid puts his life on the line at all times, and he battles adversity like no other. And I think that needs to be said as well. So, man, talk about this year, man, for the start. Obviously, it's been a rough start, but what do you think needs to change for the season, man, to really work out for you guys?
I could, again, if you know me, I could talk about this subject for probably
We'll narrow
12
it down.
hours, but we will narrow it down.
I'll talk about this first. So what is it more like? Do you feel like it has to be? No pointing fingers, by the way, in any means. I'm more talking about just, like it's so early in the season too. Last year, by the way, you guys started off to a rough start. You went on a 5-game winning streak, and with that mindset, anything's possible. So you guys have been here. Obviously, you guys have a lot of the guys back. You lost 6 guys who were talented, as we know.
One of the best Westerly groups.
Yes.
Shout out all those
Shout
guys.
out, they were
Robbie
very
Reed,
talented,
Brady
man.
Smith, Tom O'Keefe, Drew Lamonti,
Tommy and Gio.
Tom's forgetting Tommy Sverluka and
I know,
Gio
I know,
Santos.
which are the
Two
brothers,
guys that
man.
play overseas now.
Absolutely.
Shout out my brothers.
Shout out to them, man, and we're gonna eventually talk to them on 3, 2, 1. And so anyway, is it more you feel like the mental part of the game because guys have to step up, or is it more just the inexperience? Because when I watch you guys, and it's not the way you guys are playing. It's more you could tell it's the experience. You could tell people are kind of uncomfortable out there. How do you, as the leader of this team, try to get these guys to be comfortable on the field back?
There's a couple ways. I mean, a lot of, like you said, we lost a lot of guys last year. Very talented group. If you know them, they're all, to this day, very good players, even if they don't play at the next level. You had 2 guys playing overseas. 2 guys playing college. Tom O'Keefe, Drew Bamonte.
Incredible players. One of them won Rookie of the Week this week. I'm going to college, so I got unbelievable. Shout out to him.
Shout out Drew Bamonte. I think it's a lot of inexperience. I don't want to bash anybody, but you gotta sit them down, and just like you said, the step I took sophomore year, inexperienced. I really wasn't a soccer player coming into Wesley. Actually, I wasn't at all.
Hey,
I was a hockey player.
And I can be as honest because I know this too. There were a lot of errors that you made that year.
A lot of errors. I still make errors on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Still does. Absolutely. It's part of the game.
But I think even from not even only from a captain standpoint, even from a friend standpoint, you got to sit these guys down on the field, and it's all about mental. If you make a mistake one game, you can't go out there and be afraid to make a mistake because that's how more mistakes happen.
Absolutely. You
got to sit these guys down. You got to find the problem. Are you not comfortable with the ball? Do you have a bad first touch? Are you just you don't have the best game awareness? You sit them down. You show them. We, as a team, actually today, Wesley, we watched film, 2.5 hours of film.
That's great, by the way.
And you really just got to get to the root of the problem. Watch film, show them what they're doing wrong, go over and practice, try to help it. And at the end of the day, a lot of it's not skill-wise; it's mental. It's a mental mistake.
Absolutely.
And you just forget. Honestly, as a captain, I say, you know what? You forget about it. You go on to the next game. You can't be afraid to make a mistake because you can't play out on the field afraid. That's how you get hurt, and that's how you make more mistakes.
That's a great way to say that, Jack, man.
And I'll say this right now. I'll make the biggest bad plays, and I'll make the biggest big plays. So, and that means I'll make a 30-yard run and give a pass to Nick Suter goal, but I'll give up a penalty. You just got to forget about it. And go on to the next game. It already happened. You got to acknowledge it happened.
Can't change it.
You got to acknowledge it happened, but you can't go out there and be afraid. That's what it comes down to. So forget about it and do your best next time. That's what I tell a lot of the young guys.
And that's so well said there by Senior Captain Jack McGovern there, right there. And no, honestly, because it's in the great ones, and I know everyone's not trying to go professional here, but it's so important to have short-term memory on the field. And even if you make one mistake in the game, you can't let it consume you, and I think that's a huge problem. And that's been a thing for a while around. And I played 4 years at Western High School, and it's tough when you're young adults, and you're trying to find your ways around just socially in general and on the field, and you just have to, you make a mistake, you got to play on, man. So it should honestly be a motivation to get better.
Yeah.
And hey, you got to, when you're playing, you're going to make mistakes, and you just got to learn from it and keep on going forward, man. So, honestly, well said right there, man.
I want to add on to that.
Yeah.
I tell my guys all the time, like, seriously, if you go to the Wesley games, I'm physical. When you lose the ball, don't put your head down, don't wave your hands. Go back and get it. Go back and get it. Retract the mistake you made. You'll forget about it. You lose the ball, you run 10 times harder to go get it back. And that's a lot what I preach to our midfield strikers. Just, hey, you made a mistake.
Absolutely.
It's fine. Go get it back.
And it takes all 11 men too.
Yeah.
It really does.
It's a team. Soccer's a team sport. If one guy's head isn't right, it could affect the whole game.
It's a whole chain reaction.
So,
and he knows that as well, and so do I, obviously playing together. And we're going to go back in time again. Obviously, that was really well said right there from Jack, by the way. Props to you, brother. And Jack, what was your favorite moment? It could be this year already. Obviously, you have a whole year ahead of you. And maybe we can do this another time again. But what is your all-time favorite memory playing for West High School soccer? On the field, of course.
On the field.
On the field.
I got a lot off the field, which I don't know if I can say, but
Nice. We're all high school kids,
on
the
on the field. I think we touched on it, winning the Piper Cup. That was
so great, man. That was awesome.
I'm gonna be honest. I've won a lot of games, but I've lost a lot of games. I've lost a lot, won a lot. That was on my short athletic career. I'm no pro athlete. That was probably my best.
What are you talking about? You're a professional.
Yeah. On the short career that I've had playing sports, that was probably my how do I say it? That was the
highlight.
peak. That
Yeah.
was the peak of
It was the highlight of his career.
that's the word. The peak of my athletic career. It's been short, but that was definitely the peak.
That was a great, just
Winning the Parker Cup. What a feeling it had, and it wasn't against we didn't get there easy.
No.
It was like a tough. I don't know how much I can say this. A very tough Stonington team, and we played a very tough Fitch team.
Didn't it feel like a family? Like
Yeah,
that whole tournament,
And
even
it
the
was-
Fitch game as well.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a
Luka
tough.
banged in
It was a
couple goals.
tough tournament,
It was great.
and it was a full team effort. I mean, shout
Absolutely.
out Matthew Marone. Matthew Marone
I
had
know,
a
shout out
goal.
one of my brothers at Providence College, man. What a tournament.
Joe Flood,
It was
and
awesome. It was
I'm
awesome.
forgetting some. Am I forgetting somebody?
Brady shot.
Brady.
Brady Smith, man, had like a 40-yard shot
Brady, yeah.
from way out, and it was like one of the coolest things. When I saw man, I thought we were gonna win by
It was
5, man. But
it was a team.
It was really
you
team.
couldn't have put it any better.
family.
It was a team. It was a family win, and
It was.
Johnny Turco Toronto,
three penalties in the penalty shootout saved all 3 of them, man. One of the
and
greatest.
that
kids I know,
guy.
too.
I don't know how else I can say that. I don't want to bash my goalie now, Chase Wyckoff, which is actually he's going to be in
He's incredible.
going to be in the All-State race.
He's incredible, man.
He's one. It's really close. I played with 2 very good goalies, but Johnny Toronto, he could have played college soccer.
Yeah,
He was
absolutely could have.
Division I college soccer, and I think he let in 3 goals that whole tournament.
Mm.
So he really held it down for us. And like he said, he stopped 3 penalty shots for us. What else can you do?
I know.
It's a
It
goalie.
was just an incredible
just
moment, man.
a very big team win.
And like I said, going back to family, and even this year as well. Talk about this year, man. And you guys are even just like and I could tell Coach Lozzie tries to try to bring you guys in to become a family. And I do love that about Coach Lozzie, no doubt about it. Shout out to you, man. You're a great guy over there. And like, it's so important on the soccer field to be a family, man. Like, honest truth, and I'm not trying to make this about myself, but my best friends are literally from soccer, man. Like, playing with these guys, I don't care the age gap, man. Like, this guy is like my brother. My cousins who are playing overseas are my brothers, man. Like, those guys are my brothers. Like,
Yeah.
I'll always remember that, and I'm sure you will have those as well.
I mean, there's nothing that gets 2 people closer than winning and losing together.
Absolutely.
It's the highest and
It's like the
lows, and
brotherhood that-
you experience it together. The locker room,
Undescribable.
just
Just have to do it, you know?
I mean, even Ian as a team,
Positive.
going out like, yeah, I think that's a really cool thing that we just had a blast doing, seeing all the guys. I played on that sophomore year. That was the biggest family I've ever played on.
Absolutely.
And it was
that was awesome, yeah, man.
It was awesome. It was really cool. And
Now this
I'm
is-
lucky. I'm very lucky to
Yeah.
be a part of it. That was a
And what
very
those-
talented group.
Absolutely, man. And what those years, those previous years for you, right? And even when I was up to my senior year, because your senior year is a huge year, man. You might not
It
think
is.
of it as because you're in the moment right now, but you're gonna remember it forever. And it is your last time in a public school system or private, wherever you choose, and it's just with your boys, man. You know, like with people you've been around. I'm already graduated. I don't really see, the people as much as I did before. Maybe a short percentage I've seen, like people I'm close to, and
I don't see this guy as near as I used to see.
Yeah.
I used to see him every
And
day.
this is what's great, man, having him on the show. And this is what I was talking about family. Just being able to call him whenever, and he responds, and he was like, heck yeah, I'm doing this show. So thank you for coming on again, bro. These wings are unbelievable again. Shout out to Pooch.
Shout out to Pooch. These
Right.
are unbelievable.
Talk about that. What I was going to say was bringing up those previous memories. Like, how does that make you the strongest player as a senior? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what all these memories, your freshman year, your sophomore year, your junior year, whether it's on the field, off the field, how does that bring you to the man you are today to make you the best you can be on the field? And obviously, I know you're boys with a lot of people that are older than you. You're well known in town, man. You're a respectful kid. No, seriously, you're outgoing. Like, you try to do things around, and that's a great feature to have. So now you're the big dog. Like, I'm serious. So you gotta be that inspiration to people, man. Like, how do you do that knowing that you have the knowledge from previous years?
I think a lot of it. I got a question. Is it on the soccer field or is it at home? Where is it at? Just in general.
Everything. Like, how does it amplify to just
Just to be a senior.
Even just get soccer out of the way. It's just life. How does that make you the person you are today?
Just all the learning curves throughout not only 4 years of high school or throughout life. I mean, like I said, this guy, seriously, I know it's not just because it's his show. He taught me a lot of life lessons, and he did say this too. I have a lot of people that I'm lucky to have, older friends in my life, and they've taught me a lot. And I'm the oldest this year. I'm a senior, so I just want to make sure I do to these younger guys what these older guys did to me. Teach me the way. Teach me how to do things the right way, and stay out of trouble, and just do the right thing.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh like that. No, listen, he's 100% right, man. And you don't realize the impact when you're older than someone.
Yeah.
That
You really don't.
when you're younger. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
really
it
don't.
does. It's like a role model, and it's
Yeah.
almost like an older brother. Especially me, I didn't have any older brothers, and you don't either. So it really, you make brothers that you don't have, and honestly,
And I think that's how soccer ties into it.
absolutely.
Just seeing those guys every day, and even after the off season, hey, you want to go play Madden? Hey, you want to just go in and
So
chill
much
out
to
with
do,
them?
man.
You learn these guys. You had no clue who this kid was, and seeing him every day, like I said, the wins, the losses, the practices, pasta dinners. That's how you learn these guys. That's how you become boys with them. That's how you look up to them. You don't just look up to any person. That's not how it is. You be around them, you get to know them, and that's how you look up to these guys. So
Gives me the chills, man. You trust me, when you're out of this, dude, like, you're gonna miss it so much.
I'm gonna
Even
miss
just-
it.
Even just going to practice is like, it's like a routine to just go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna, when you lose that, hey, maybe you play at the next level because you're good enough. My opinion, you should have been all-state last year, and I know that's a
Right.
controversial thing, but he really, like, this kid is really that good. He really is. When he's in control and has
Thank
and you are able to play your style, he's a great player. And have that ability, man, and to be the person you are today, it's awesome. It really is. And it's awesome seeing this kid grow. I'm not even trying to be like, an older
you're gonna
guy.
get a little tearful.
Yeah, tearful. Not, definitely not for this guy. Not kidding. No, it's awesome to see just growth from a person, man. When you were like scrawny, and you still are, but just in general, though, just to grow and see someone as a person like that, and now interview you on the show. It's awesome. So shout out
Thank
to
you.
that, man. One final question, then. Who is the best Westwood High School player ever? Number 27 in blue and white.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding. No, on a serious note, do you consider playing at the next level? That's it. This is going to be the last question here. Like, do you have plans for the future, just in general? Not even just playing. I mean, obviously, if you want to say this, you can. Like, if you want to play. So, just in life, what are your plans after high school?
It's a deep question. He's getting deep on me.
It is, and obviously, dude, I didn't even, to be honest with you, I'm gaining. Shout out to 321, man, and Ben Barber, man. Shout out to you. You're amazing, man. And Greg Morano, the voice. To be able to find what you want to do, sort of, it's a great feeling. Because when I was 18, 17, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I kind of just went to school for communications, if I'm not gonna lie to you, and just hey, I'll find it, right?
Yeah.
But when you really grab onto something, you're gonna kick butt, and man, I know you will too.
Thank you.
No, because you put your head down and go, just kind of like how I do. So, do you have any ideas at all? Or is it more like, what do you think?
I want to touch on the season. I definitely, if you know me,
Yep.
competitive. I want to definitely play at the next level. I'd love to. I haven't had the best luck. I don't even want to put out excuses. I don't have the
No
best luck with the
excuses.
injuries.
Right.
But I definitely want to play at the next level. I had I had a great high school career. Not even win lose wise. Just I had a lot of fun playing the game, and I just love playing the game every day. Like you said, nobody. I mean, honestly, I want everybody who watches this to go look. Nobody wants to get up and go to practice every single day for 3
Not easy.
months. It's not easy. It takes a toll on your body. But I mean, I love playing the game. I love competing, and I'd love to play at the college level if it comes upon. So as of right now, we'll see what the season brings us
Yeah,
to.
brother.
But as of right now, I can't give you a straight answer. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, and
But hopefully,
he'll figure it out.
I play at the next level. But even if I don't, I I'd have
That's
I'd
it.
have fun.
And I just
career.
want to say
I
something
love
there.
playing
As
the
long
game.
as you're not doing waste management, man, and trying to be a mobster, then we're gonna be okay. No, I'm just kidding. No. All jokes aside, man. Not for real. I just want to say this off script. Honestly, it's just like, not for real. Like, I'm so proud of this kid, man. Like, the adversity he's had, whether it's injuries previously or currently, whatever. I don't know. And just in general in life, man. This kid's just a dog, and he hasn't had an easy road in general, and he's just got a great story, and he's a great kid who turned out to be awesome. So it's an honor that God put you in my life, and dude, it is an absolute privilege that Jack McGovern was featured in episode 1 of The Hot Seat, sponsored by these guys right here with the finest wings in town, downtown.
Let's go,
Jack,
Pooches.
it was a pleasure, brother. We're
Thank you
signing
again.
off today, man.
Till next time.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is, right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interest in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Wesley office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
What's going on, Westerly? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners, Verizon authorized retailer. And right now is the best time to come on in and get a brand new phone. We are offering our hottest new 5G phones, the iPhone 15, the S24 Pixel 8 for free with a trade-in. And the best part is 5G is finally coming down here to Westerly and the surrounding areas. So make sure you're on the best network and get it for free when you're on the right plan. Come see us at 224 Post Road.
Brunch has arrived at Surf Cantina every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And don't miss our weekly specials like Monday Night Industry Night, Taco Tuesday with DJ Trivia, $1 Wing Wednesdays, Reggae Thursdays, DJs every weekend at 10 p.m. and karaoke on Sundays at 8. Only at Surf Cantina, 15 Canal Street in downtown Westerly. Welcome back to Breakfast with Ben on another edition of what we are now calling Fresh Cup Fridays. My guest today is Neil Anthus from Sound Financial Partners. Neil, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Ben?
I'm good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. Have you been to Fresh Cup before?
Absolutely. All the time.
Love it. It's definitely a favorite of ours, and we're going to be here every Friday for the foreseeable future, which is lovely. So thanks for joining me today. Tell me a little bit about Sound Financial Partners.
So at Sound Financial Partners, we really focus on working with primarily two segments of clients. One would be primarily people who are looking to structure and strategize for retirement. So whether they're planning for or getting into it. But I would say our real niche has been working with younger business owners and really identifying why they started their business in the first place, which is typically to create opportunities for themselves and their families they didn't think they had. And so it's really creating the capital out of their business to make their dreams come true, that, everything why they started their business to actually make that happen. All too often we find, especially with business owners, they end up spending so much time on growing their business, they forget why they started it. And, we really try to help to drive value in those areas.
Yeah, I think that's so important. We spend so much time on our day-to-day that we forget about our why. And actually, one of my favorite books is Simon Sinek's Start with Why.
Yeah, it's a great book.
And I try to use that as a impetus for everything that we do. How did you get into the financial realm?
That's actually a funny story. So I had a great teacher in high school in an elective business class where it was just talked about all different ways to, make money and how to handle money and what insurance is, all the things you really need to know in life, but nobody's making you learn that.
Yeah, it's an elective class, as you just said. Yeah.
It was an elective class. And I remember he was going over the stock market, and I was very intrigued with it. So I remember going home that night and asking my mom for a social security number so I could open up a brokerage account on one of the sites. It was one of the very first online brokerages. And she said, okay. And I literally took, I think it was about $800 of my paper route money. And I bought my very first stocks, which happened to be Six Flags.
Oh, wow.
It was a company I understood at 14 years old. And at the time, they were a lot smaller. So there was like seasonal fluctuations in their revenue and their stock price. And I used to play into that. From there, it never really stopped. I made some good investments in 2008, which helped me pay for my entire time at URI. So I've been very fortunate in the market. My story is after high school, I actually moved to Nashville and had a little stint in the music business. I had a recording studio down there.
Oh, wow.
Decided to come back to Rhode Island, go to college. I went to URI for biology, of all things, and actually spent almost a decade as a park ranger biologist with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. There was at that time where government funding was starting to decline, and we had our first child on the way, and I was looking for other opportunities. And, I kind of found my way going back to what I always really loved, which, to be honest, was money, making money, the stock market, appreciating capital, if you will. And I actually got my start at a firm called Edward Jones, and a few years ago I left them, went out on my own to start Sound Financial.
I love that. That's a fascinating story, and I hope that Neil is going to be one of our advertisers for 321 Westerly and the Westerly Sports season And so you're going to hear a lot more from Neil every game and every morning show. You'll see his ad, but I also want you to come back more and more and more so that we can dive into the whole Nashville story and stuff that we might not have time for today in one cup of coffee. But what something that you talked about that you focus on as small business owners, and something that a lot of young entrepreneurs specifically overlook is you don't have the benefits that you have with an employer, right? So you're not, if you want a 401k, you got to do that yourself. You got to find out what an IRA is. You have to do all of those things that are really complicated. And when you're, struggling to keep a business open, you might, or even flourishing in a business, it's still busy. And you might overlook those things, and time is really on your side to start earlier when you're talking about investing for your future and retirement. So what are some things that small business owners should know?
Well, I think, one of the reasons I named myself Sign Financial Partners is not that we're looking to have partners in the firm, but our clients are our partners. So we do partner with our business owner clients, and there's a big difference between working with somebody who's a financial advisor who's strictly managing money and investments in the market, and then a financial planner who's partnering with the client to work on everything your money touches. So, the long answer to your short question is, when we're working with a business owner, obviously we're looking at whatever investments they may have now, but more importantly, we're doing their tax planning. We're creating scenarios to help their business and personal tax return. We can set up those 401ks if they're needed. We don't sell benefits personally, but we have partners to assist and refer that out to make sure that there's one cohesive person or team that you're working with. And really how we really look at ourselves, playing off the sports, is we always call ourselves the quarterback of the finances. If you need something with your insurance or this, you can always call us and we can kind of field and quarterback those questions out.
And you don't need a high net worth to start.
No, so
that's something that I think that a lot of people worry about.
It is. So, that's one of those, the reality is in this business, everybody's looking for the least amount of clients with the most amount of money, right? You get to do less work and make a lot of money. Hence why the vision of a lot of advisors is always out on boats and golf courses, which is true. But, I found that there's people who are calling us all the time looking for help, and to say no because they don't have a certain amount of money, I feel is doing a disservice to my community. My why to bring up Simon Sinek's great book is my vision for my community here in Westerly and South County is anybody who talks to me, I want to make them wealthier. I want to make them more independently wealthy and have financial freedom so they can achieve their goals and really live out the American dream, right? Which is to have freedom. We are a free country and it's a beautiful thing. So, we're really focused on that whole aspect. So what we came up with is just a flat fee model. So if somebody, they don't have X amount of dollars, well, they can just pay us a fee like you would a CPA or anybody else, and we're going to perform service within whatever the scope of service they want for that fee. So really, we're open to working with anybody. We really do like smaller business owners who have a lot of runway to grow with a lot of opportunity, and we'll always take on those clients if it's going to be a good mutual fit.
Well, because if you're worried about not having enough of a net worth to work with a financial planner, like that's going to be something that not working with a financial planner is going to be something that hinders you and hinders that growth. It's the same thing that I always say to people when they're talking about, the real estate market and not being able to afford a home. So they don't think that they can do it. So they don't talk to a mortgage lender. No, talk to a mortgage lender now. If that's something you want to do, talk to a mortgage lender now, because they're the people that are going to be able to help you, to give you the roadmap to get where you want to go. And it's the same thing with a financial planner, especially if you own your own business. It's important to talk to a financial planner and to have somebody who's great and so passionate like Neil by your side to get you where you want to go.
Yeah, it's huge. I always say just pick up the phone. The worst thing anybody can say is no, and then you just pick up the phone again and call somebody else. But even a first-time home buyer, or you just started a business and you're nervous because you feel almost embarrassed that to ask the question, am I set up right? Did I create my entity in the right structure? And one of the biggest things I find a lot of times is even for people who have been in business for many years, they didn't create an LLC. And an LLC is in Rhode Island $85 a year to maintain, and it separates all your business liabilities from your personal liabilities. I mean, it's the cheapest insurance you can possibly get. So that's just one really simple example of a question people don't even know to ask, and they should be asking these questions. And there's people like me who are out there who, you know, candidly, we want to be helpful to people. So it makes us excited when somebody calls up and they need our resources. We want to be willing to do that. We're always here for that.
That entire answer that you just gave is why I have a business partner to begin with, because I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. I want to be the fun, creative one. And that's why I love having Patrick, because Patrick introduces me to people like you, and he takes care of those sorts of things. And if you don't have a Patrick, you definitely need a Neil. And even if you do, you need a Neil. But that is, yeah. So what is something that people don't know that you think is like 101 that they should be starting today if they could?
Asset appreciation. I mean, the past few years, we've all felt inflation. You know, it's something I used to talk about clients back in 2016, 17. Be like, you know, we got to be mindful of inflation. And at the time, it was around 2%. And people were just kind of like, they'd rub it off, right?
Yep.
But inflation is rust on your money. So money sitting in a bank account earning no interest, it's losing. You're losing. You're taking risks by keeping it there. And so I'd say one of the biggest things that we make a point with our clients is making sure all of your assets are appreciating. So I always say there's three examples. There's three different types of people with money in this country that I've identified. You have the lower income, the middle income, and then the wealthy. But income doesn't really play into it. You could act like a low income person and make $300,000 a year. And so what the difference is people who operate with a low income mindset, they're constantly struggling to get out of debt. Okay, that it's just they're digging holes deeper and deeper and deeper, and they're not filling them up. And I always like to say, you can do two things with a shovel. You can build a mountain, or you can dig a hole. And so in my business, we're trying to build mountains, not dig holes. So that middle class, that's right where banks and everybody want you. They want you to be attached to a credit score, right? And a credit score is simply a score of how good you are having debt. But we've been coached by banks to make sure we have good credit so we can continue to pay interest. And with my clients, we earn interest. We don't pay it. And if we are paying it, we're earning more than we're paying. So we're always net positive on that game. But that middle class, blue collar, or I'd say medium wage earner mentality is, I need a good credit score so I can buy more stuff. Well, that stuff are boats and campers and cars that all depreciate in value. The wealthy mindset, this is what we're really coaching for. When I earn $1, I'm going to send it out to go earn 2 more. And that is how wealthy people become wealthy. I've worked with people who've never made 6 figures and accumulated multi-millions of dollars in liquid assets. All they did was be mindful of where they were doing with their money and make sure that their money was being appreciating for them, so it was benefiting their lives. And I would say that is the number one thing that we can coach just about everybody on, because most people have a different mentality than that.
And that's why it's called Sound Financial Partners, because he's your partner in that. Well, this has been fascinating, and I love talking to you, Neil. You live here in Westerly.
Yes, sir.
What are some of your favorite spots to go to?
In Westerly? I mean, candidly, me and my family, our favorite thing to do is to go out to Sandy Point on the weekends and hang out at the beach. Believe it or not, like everybody else around here. But I would say, I moved away from Westerly. Like I said, I went to Nashville. I couldn't wait to get out of this town. And after a few years, I couldn't wait to get back. I just think we have such a very tight-knit community. Everybody knows everybody, which is a good and a bad thing. But, as a person who owns a business in town, I really feel like I'm a part of the community. I'm able to help out. And one of my personal whys is I believe that if more people were philanthropic and successful people could give more, we wouldn't need the government to step in and do everything we could do by helping out our local warm shelters and the Johnny Cake Center. I mean, we have so many great local organizations here. So really what me and my family, we try to do is to give our time and money to those organizations to make this community a better place. So I really just love this area. I really do.
Absolutely. Where can people get a hold of you? How can people reach out?
Yeah, great question. The best way to reach out is to set up a call with us. Our office number is 401-642-4333. The people on my team are Teresa Collado and Andrew Roman. So if you call, you could hear from any one of us. But what we always recommend is just do a phone consultation, 10, 20 minutes over the phone. Tell us what your needs are, and we can kind of identify the next steps from there. But every meeting, consultations are free. We don't charge for that. If you are going to be charged, you'll know it well in advance of anything.
Yep.
And it's really important to us to have high transparency in fees and communication, but most of all, to be your partner. So feel free to reach out at any time.
Awesome. And thank you so much for your support, keeping the Westerly High School sports streams going. Morning shows like this, news and weather, and everything else that we try to bring to the community. Thank you so much, Neil.
Thank you, Ben. It was
Great
a pleasure.
to get to know you.
Thank you.
And we're going to go film his commercial now, so you'll be seeing that all season long. And thank you so much. Make sure you give Neil a call if you own a business or you need to plan for your future, which is when you throw in the second part, that's everybody. So thank you so much. Thank you, Neil. We'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Westerly office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Brunch has arrived at Surf Cantina every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And don't miss our weekly specials like Monday Night Industry Night, Taco Tuesday with DJ Trivia, $1 Wing Wednesdays, Reggae Thursdays, DJs every weekend at 10 p.m. and karaoke on Sundays at 8. Only at Surf Cantina, 15 Canal Street in downtown Westerly.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.